Vanakkam, Namaskar, Shashrikal, Adab, Bonjour, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Well, first of all, I want to thank you guys for subscribing my channel, and thank you again for please sharing this video. And I would love you to please share this video and do subscribe. And today we are going to interview with a very important person, and who's personally I like him because he's very inspiring and motivational. And he's Mr. Ashwini Seth, Managing Director at Dennison India. Welcome, sir. How do you feel about being on our show?
First of all, thank you so much for inviting me over your show, and I'm privileged that you have you asked me for the interview, and let's see how it goes.
Thank you very much, sir. So let's talk about the business that your father started way back in 1988.
Yeah.
So what was the basic idea behind starting this business, and what was the major theme at that time to start this?
Well, my father was also he was a very hardworking, creative man.
Mm-hmm.
What I personally has felt of him, seeing through the years, and
Yeah.
he's a very good administrator also.
Mm-hmm.
First thing, so he used to tell me about the stories how he started and all. So he always had something in his mind to do something of his own.
Yeah.
So first thing he started with a partnership. He started a brand. Then things didn't work out. Then he thought to start his own. So this is how where the Dennison started. And another thing, the policies were changing at that point of time. If you know that in 1991, in 90s there was a LPG liberalization,
Okay.
privatization, globalization was coming up, right? So things were getting privatization. So there were more opportunities were coming up. So my father took the opportunity of such policies, and he started his own factory in Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh.
So while he was starting all this scenario, all this business,
He always wanted to do something in his life, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was your age at that time when he was starting, and how do you see your father at that time?
See, I was barely 1 year old, I would say.
Okay. So that obviously no memories for
So
that.
no memories. Yeah, but I do remember the name, all these
Yes,
things.
yes.
He used to call me Denny or some.
He used to call you Denny.
Denny.
Okay.
Dennison. So I think so. My uncles and relatives used to tell me the story how it started and all.
So what's the story behind the name Dennison?
Yeah, my mom tells me it was taken from some other people from the
Uh-huh.
south in India.
Okay.
He used to do business with someone. He knows someone over there with the name of Dennison. And then my uncles and relatives tell me that they used to call me Denny in his childhood.
Okay.
In my childhood, sorry.
So that was a nickname. So company's name was your nickname actually.
Yeah. So you can relate it. I don't know which one is the truth.
So what are the services and the product that you try to focus in Dennison brand?
Yeah, see, we started with shirts. Right
Yeah.
now, also we are majorly focusing on shirts because for a man, we think personally he may buy 2 or 3 trousers, but he always want to buy a shirt in every month. Or he always need a require of shirt more than any other apparel in the men's
Okay.
apparel. And also the machineries and the feasibility was allowing us to in fact start with shirts. Right, so and way back in 1990s when my father started it,
Mhm.
it was very hard for us to set up a factory in a place like Gwalior because we were we were lack of resources. We were far away from Mumbai and Delhi, so cost of putting up everything was very hard.
Mhm.
Even if you put up a factory, there was a big cost of maintenance. All if you need some machinery is not working properly, you have to take it to Mumbai or Delhi. So it
Yeah.
was a we can say it, so it was like a bottleneck if something is not working in the machinery.
Yeah.
So we need to figure it out such things. We need to put up levers.
So it took all the step-by-step
Yeah.
process to reach this level.
Yeah. So now, although now we have taken a very major decisions over it to now we have one factory in Gwalior. Now we have
Okay.
partners in
Different areas.
we have a partner in Mumbai, Bangalore, Mumbai,
Mm.
Indore.
So you are basically all over India right now.
Now we have
trying to spread more.
Yeah, I'm talking about the facilities we have now.
Okay.
So that's how, and we also assess all these factories, what are the amenities, their manufacturing capacities they have, kind of processes they are going through.
Yeah.
So after competing and checking everything, we do a tie with them and make our partners and
That's
integrate
awesome.
them.
So how do you plan to advertise your business, and how actually you have started advertising? Because in old time, in 1980s or
Yeah.
1990s, we don't have much of digital advertising, digital marketing things going on in the Indian scenario, and that too in Gwalior. So how did you
Yeah.
start marketing your business and
So,
go ahead with that?
My father, when my father started, he was more interested in print media. Even he used to, at that point of time, we used to know that VCR used to come.
Okay.
DVD player.
Uh-huh.
You can remember that VCR, VCD used to come. So in that, if there is any movie, you can just tie with that company. you will put your brand name in that. So whenever someone is playing that VCR something, so the brand name will come. So this is how he started advertising. He also did some video campaigns for broadcast media, and then there were print ads, everything. So there was a lot of things my father did. But in this scenario, that today with the world is changed, so we have taken a lot of like steps. Like we are right now majorly focusing on e-commerce market.
E-commerce market.
Yeah, this is where we are actually leading up right now. And for the last 2.5 years, we have been focusing on only this market. Now we are looking further to get into offline market, but that is also into organized retail. Because the point is this: key getting into e-commerce is more about organized market and it's easy flow of payments and everything. So now, as we are into e-commerce, so we need to have this
digital marketing techniques
right?
also. Yeah.
So we are like focusing on social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we keep on like doing some contests and all. Like if there's some like event coming up, for example, a Mother's Day, Father's Day, we come up with a new creative contest, so and give a good engagement to people and all. So we then give them ship them some goodies and all. Whosoever is a winner. So this is how we are trying to engage our people into our segment.
Okay.
So this is something we are doing, and then now we are coming up with. We have recently launched our website.
Website also, yes.
Yeah,
I've seen that. That's really good actually. That's a good thing to start with.
Dennison.in.
Dennison.in. Yes,
So,
please do check the link in the description below, Dennison.in, and you please go there and buy a few clothes. It's very awesome because I really love it. And so sir, what's your company's goal in the future? Like, how do you see Dennison as in like in the whole world? How do you see it to be there?
See, I'm not saying this brand is going to be a very big brand or very luxury type brand. What I feel is it's going to be a brand for the people, a people's brand. A brand for people who want a good fashion, who want to wear a good trending clothing line. But they're not, sometimes it's like, yeah, if you find a garment for 6,000, 7,000, it may be very good. Or maybe for 10,000, it looks very good, you want to purchase it, but your pocket doesn't allow it. If you're getting it for like 1,000, 1,500 or something somewhere around, or 800, so you may feel it's in
so basically
pocket.
for every kind of person around, because that's the major audience in the Indian market right now.
Yeah, that is what I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. And that has to be the way to figure out if you want to capitalize in India. And I think that is the only reason when 2.5 years back when I joined my business, and there were two options, whether to get into offline market or whether to get into the online market. So the reason I thought let's try it out with online e-commerce, it was a fast capitalization of pan-India, that you can reach to the people pan-India in a one shot. And then how gradually you market your products and everything, that was more of important, right? But in offline market, the investment was very high, right? And I want to do something for my own. How I can reach these people in it, and unorganized retail was there a lot. And the people, you cannot trust people in India at times. It happens when you get into unorganized market.
Yes.
In organized it is good, but and also I thought in online market as in e-commerce, if you make a good brand through it, then you can also reach back to offline market, because now you have some valuation. People. So
what do you rate as a digital marketing or the online marketing thing from 1 to 10? How much will you rate the digital marketing techniques which are actually helpful for the people? And is it or is it not? What do you think about that?
See, I think I would rate somewhere around 8.
8.
They are very effective, because the point is, if we get into a newspaper, we don't know who's reading that newspaper. If you're giving an ad, like if I'm like someone is coming for a print media ad, right? For example, any newspaper, I'm giving that. I don't know who's going to read that newspaper. I'm going to have that kid has a circulation of like 1 lakh or 2 lakh, right? Into 4, they say that around 4 lakh people are going to read this paper. I don't know who's going to read that paper, and how many are going to read after all of those 4 lakhs.
That's a point. That's a good point.
There is nothing.
We cannot be able to target any audience
this is where I thought social media is very important, right? Because you can target your audience to which income group, which demographic, which geographic location, whether you want to like promote it to gender, whether it's male or female, whatever it is. So you can like focus on a particular segment, targeted segment. So this is what helped us to understand. Because like we used to get data from our customers, which groups they have. So this is how it is. Like, a group ka hai, this is the group. Like for example, we say like age from 20 to 30.
Yes.
Right. If they have an income.
So demographic, all the ratings from the page.
So it helped a lot in marketing.
Of course. So as a leader, as a owner, so what is the responsibility regarding how to lead so many people and how to go through it?
See, in starting, when you start with it, for me it's more of a startup because I started with a very small room, but maybe somewhere around like 5x5, the 5 foot का वो छोटा सा इतना corner का room था.
Very small room you started with. Yeah, obviously all the startups happen with this. In a garage.
Although I have it was my father's business, we used to have a local store.
Yeah.
But we were not knowing that we will expand it to a national level or something like this. We'll try to figure out in such way. But I always had this in my mind. So because whenever I used to go somewhere and I tell people I have a brand Dennison India, so उनको लगता था कि they used to feel it's something local or something.
Something local, obviously. The people don't get it actually. What kind of market?
So I always had it in my mind. At least I will try it out. Try to bring an image for this brand. I can do something or not. And obviously, when you your parents have put up their hard work and everything to make you educated, right? All through their lives and all. So I always want to do something to give them back.
Yes.
Yeah. This is something I want to do it for you. So this is how something it was. So if we come back to the point is this is how I started.
Responsibility, yes.
So the point was the responsibility. At that time मैं अकेला था. I was all alone. So मैं करता रहता था. Then there was a staff on the store. तो उनसे थोड़ा help ले लिया. But gradually that when it started pouring with the orders and all, then I hired one person. Then again 2, 3. Then first thing I had 3 people.
3 people. You started with 3 people.
No. First thing I was here.
Okay.
I was the one doing alone. Then there was a person called Mukul in my office.
Okay.
On the store. So he was there and he joined me. उसको मजा आता था and he was also very kind of little creative and he also wanted to. So this is how we both started working on. He was the one then understanding everything and all. ठीक है.
Yeah.
So then another thing came up. I found another person. He wants to do an intern. He wants to understand the e-commerce market. He was just 17 or 18 years old.
So what do you think about the interns market right now? Is it really very good to use interns in your startup business or?
Yeah, it is very good. I think so. You ask for interns, it is very good. I am really excited by that you raise this.
Because they are the people who actually they can work for free also and they can even give so much input actually. What do you
think
about
it's not about free, paid or unpaid. It's more about your learning.
It's more about the learning, of course.
Yeah. See, I'm very excited when you raise the point of interns and all because I have had a lot of interns in 2.5 years of my life. Some of them are being paid, some of them being unpaid. I think there was no one else. In my entire career, in 2.5 years, I've never hired any unpaid intern. All of them being paid.
Yeah.
Right. So
you've been employing many people.
Yeah, at least I get them something like stipend and all.
So you have been employing many 50 or 50 people who are employed under you right now, what you said.
Yeah, in my brand, as in Dennison, we have somewhere around 50 to 60 people employed.
So during all this scenario, what was the biggest mistake you have ever made? See, it's obviously a good thing to stay positive in your life, but sometimes you even have to learn from those mistakes. So what was the mistake you have done in your life?
See, once you start with something when I started, the orders were pouring in and the results were coming very good. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था. It's what is I was happy on the top of the world type. You feel कि some very got away. The point is this. But आप बहुत excited हो जाते हैं and I think at the age of 24-25 you're not that much of mature enough. आप होता है mature but you try to see new things. So at this point of time when you get excited the market is responding for you, you went into your vendor side and purchased a lot of stuff or something. So I purchased a lot of designs and a lot of things.
It's it was a new whole kind of a joke to gather everything, give all to the market, things work out very nicely. But
this is all about my perception.
Yes.
It is going to happen because whatever I put on the market on the e-commerce was going successful.
So what you're saying before starting a business, we have to be realistic about the things that things work
we should
out
not before. We may have that excitement, but we should be very, very much responsible for it.
Responsible about the things. We should be very taken care about how business start. We should analyze all the data, analyze all the stuff before starting a business because that's how things are gonna be. Because otherwise, if we assume many things, that doesn't happen because in business we obviously can't assume much of stuff. We need to get things to get the work done fast.
Yeah, still I'm suffering for that thing.
You still miss that part.
Because the thing which I made a mistake. I still have that stocks and every designs with me which I have to bearing with me. I also feel I cannot sell it to the market also because if I'm going to sell it to the market, they are not going to like it.
And then again the value of the company will be affected with that.
Value of the company and the customer is not going to return.
Yeah.
So that is the most important.
So who is your one of the favorite entrepreneur or businessman who inspires you a lot? Just one person who does that
Bill
for
Gates.
you? Bill Gates?
it's a vague name to say, but yeah, he's.
No, of course, he's for many
from my
people.
from like not childhood, from my college time, I've
You have been like admiring
followed him
a
a lot,
admiring him a lot.
because we used to have some case studies a lot about him. So there was case studies, and when we read about it, and I got to know more and about it. Then I went through his like videos, interviews, and I
Yeah.
was like a big fan of him, because the way he has seen the world, I don't think so anyone else.
So he has done a lot. So what is that one thing you would like to say to our audience, to the young entrepreneurs, to make them go ahead in the life and take all the risk and do something great in your life? So what is that advice which you feel they should hear this from this interview right now?
Well, I think first thing, they need to be very much passionate about whatever they are believing in it, and they should research about it, whatever that like they want to do in their life, and they should make a plan for it, not just this is what I want to do it or don't want to do it. And another thing, that they should have an execution plan for it.
Execution plan for it.
People think I'm going to do this, I'm not going to do this. This is how they create a picture, but they don't make a execution plan. Like if you have an idea in your mind, okay, this is how I'm going to do this is how I'm going to, and they start with it. But they don't make an execution plan. And when the execution plan comes over them, they become a lazy, or they like try to ignore it. So
yeah, obviously it's good to dream about what you want to do, but you have to channelize your dream. You have to funnel them, organize them, and move ahead with slowly everything. So basically, I really thank you so much, sir, for being here, and thank you so much for inspiring our audience and obviously inspiring us that what you have done, what you have gone through, makes every steps and every challenges go ahead with that. So again, I want to thank you again for being here with us, and thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and we hope that you have been inspired from Mr. Seth. And thank you again. Please do subscribe my channel, like and share. So is there anything last you want to say to us?
Yeah, just guys, subscribe this channel and do like it and share
it. Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.